Sawadee Khap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Friday, February 26th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by... Practice sessions are now underway for medical personnel from Phuket Public Health Office and Vashita Phuket Hospital as they get ready to vaccinate the public for COVID-19 starting next week. The rehearsal was held late yesterday afternoon at the hospital in Phuket Town, which has been set up specifically for this vaccine rollout. Some of the island's top officials were on hand yesterday to observe the sessions, with Vice Governor Pichit Panapong telling the reporters, quote, "The Phuket provincial government has been informed that the first COVID-19 vaccine allocation of 4,000 doses is to arrive in early March 2021. The second and third installments at 16,000 doses and 48,000 doses are to arrive in April and May. The first to receive the vaccine in Phuket will be specific target groups like medical personnel, along with others who have frontline interactions with the general public. After that, it'll be workers aged between 18 and 59 years old and people with underlying diseases, with candidates selected by doctors using hospital databases. Anyone who received the vaccine will have follow-ups 1 day, 7 days, and 30 days after in order to gauge any potential adverse reactions. All who receive the China-based Sinovac vaccine will get the second shot 2 to 4 weeks after the first injection, and those who get the AstraZeneca vaccine will get the second shot 10 to 12 weeks after the first. Meanwhile, today officials reported 45 new COVID cases for the nation, raising the total to 25,809. The death toll remains 83. 97% of total patients have recovered. Hopes are high that the leatherback turtle nest laid on Kata Beach just after midnight on New Year's Day will hatch tonight after hundreds of people gathered at the beach last night in the hope of witnessing the spectacle. There are about 50 to 60 eggs in the nest sitting on Kata Beach. They were laid there by a nearly 300 kilo heavy large leatherback turtle, which climbed ashore at Kata Beach just minutes after the New Year countdown on January 1st in the first hour of 2021. It's the first nest on Kata Beach in 20 years. Marine life experts estimated that they would hatch around February 25th, and many people visited the area yesterday to catch a glimpse of the hatchlings, but it looks like they may take a little longer. The COVID-19 pandemic has battered the tourism industry and the economy at large, but it has given many natural places around Thailand, especially here in Phuket, some fresh air and time away from the mass tourists who usually throng the beaches, especially during this time of year. The fact that a turtle laid eggs on Kata Beach at all after 2 decades, it's a good sign indicating the return of Phuket's marine life, according to experts. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. After being sentenced to jail for several years on charges of insurrection during the last elected civilian administration of Thailand, several now former political leaders have posted bail after just spending 2 nights in prison. Sute Tasuban Natapotipsuan and 8 other former leaders of the disbanded People's Democratic Reform Committee, they all posted bail after spending 2 nights in detention after the appeal court this morning approved their temporary release over assurances that they will not flee the country. 3 of these men had just served in the current Prime Minister's cabinet, including the Education Minister, Natapotipsuan, and the Minister of Digital Economy and Society, Buripongse, and the Deputy Transport Minister as well. They were all sentenced to prison from about 5 years to 7 years and more varying for their roles in the Bangkok shutdown street protests from November 2013 to May 2014. And that culminated in the military coup that removed the elected Yingluck Shinawatra administration from power. And it also made way for the current Prime Minister and then Army General Prayut Chan-o-cha to take up the position in a coup. All of them have been indicted on insurrection charges, as well as illegal assembly, criminal association, and obstructing others from voting. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Patong police have appealed to the court here in Phuket to deny bail to the Phuket cop who is now facing attempted murder charge for shooting a noodle vendor on Bangla Rd in Patong early Tuesday morning. Corporal Pontep Chanarong is currently in jail in Patong after early Tuesday's incident in which he not only drunkenly shot noodle vendor Arun Tongplab in the stomach, but he also slapped and then later kicked him while he was on the ground. Yesterday was the reenactment for police, who say that the now former corporal was so drunk during the shooting, he told police he doesn't remember a thing what happened. Meanwhile, Mr. Arun remains in the intensive care unit at Vashira Phuket Hospital, as doctors say the bullet had damaged his spine, and it's unclear if he will be left permanently disabled. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by the lyrics below. Join us again on Monday, where we'll fill you in on everything you missed over the weekend. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
คุณมองเห็นอะไรไหมครับถ้ามองไม่เห็นเดี๋ยวเราจะย้อนภาพให้ดูทีละมุมถ้ามองจากรถที่อยู่ด้านหน้าคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ตามมาด้วยความเร็วปกติถ้ามองจากคนที่นั่งอยู่ข้างทางคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ผ่านไปด้วยความเร็วปกติแต่ถ้ามองจากคนที่ขับรถตามหลังมอเตอร์ไซค์คันนี้มันติดไม่มีไฟท้ายก็เหมือนไม่มีคุณอยู่บนถนนตรวจสอบไฟท้ายให้ใช้งานได้อยู่เสมอ